and then there was just a brutal knockout between Michael Chandler and Tony Ferguson. So I said in my last video, like, this was a hard fight to look at it both in both perspectives, because both of these guys are on, losing streaks, and whoever's going to lose this fight is going to be on a bigger losing streak. And like, for Tony Ferguson, this goes from, you had lost a couple fights to, the best of the best, and still Michael Chandler fits into that category. But now I think he's on a four fight losing streak. And I mean, this was just an absolutely brutal knockout. The fight started, and Tony was actually doing really good. Chandler was loading up on big punches, and Tony was just landing clean, crisp shots, and he was hurting Chandler in the first round. And then towards the second part of the first round, Chandler, started grappling more. He shot and took him down, and he did a lot. Like, he kind of held the ground position for the rest of the first round, and it looked good going into the second round. It looked like Tony Ferguson at moments had like hurt Chandler to like maybe he could get a finish, and he was looking like, classic Tony. And then the second round came, and like literally almost immediately, I think it was like within the first 10-15 seconds, Michael Chandler just had a crazy kick, just a straight kick. I mean, it almost looked like a soccer kick the way it landed. And Tony Ferguson had like stepped and put all of his body weight forward. This kick lands and just completely knocks him out. He falls on his face, and he's out for like a few minutes. It was kind of a, it was probably one of the craziest knockouts of that type. But it was also like one of those scary knockouts. Like, there's a few like when they land like face first, and especially some of their positions with their necks and everything. That's a scary knockout. I hope everything's okay. They need to take this guy to the hospital because that was just so brutal. Kind of like the when Yuri was fighting Dominic Reyes and he landed that back spinning elbow, and Reyes fell. Like it was kind of like that for Ferguson, and he was on the ground for a few minutes, and it was, that's tough to see. And then he got Michael Chandler doing like 6 backflips in a row. And then he, to end this, he had crazy call out. Basically, it was like, whoever wins the main event, a rematch with me would be an amazing fight, because both of our fights were great wars. And then if that doesn't pan out, then I would be the perfect fit to fight Conor McGregor in his next fight. I'm willing to do that at 170. That's a fight that McGregor even responded, saying like he definitely wants to fight Chandler sometime in his career. Like Michael Chandler versus Conor McGregor, like this summer would be insane. That would be a massive pay-per-view card. These are like, Conor McGregor is, anytime he fights, he's selling crazy pay-per-views. And Michael Chandler is kind of coming into his own as one of the biggest guys in the UFC. Like every one of his fights, win or lose, has been incredible. And so to book that fight, I think that would be awesome. I definitely want to see that.